Hello, I'm Ray, and I'm a friend of Saul's. I'm very much into firearms and firearm technologies, and I have my Ruger Wrangler in the satin silver finish, and I have Saul's Uberti 1873 in 22 LR, and I just want to do a quick comparison video on them. And starting with the Uberti, it's got wood grips, some nice brass, bluing, case hardened on the frame. The cylinder's nice and it's fluted. It's got the nice clicks when you rotate, which I personally like, so that way when you're unloading, it's easy enough to just shoot the empty cases right out. And then with the Ruger, you get polymer grips, but they are checkered. They do grip very nicely. But I've noticed that the sights tend to be a little bit inaccurate, but that may just be a me thing, but it has been fairly consistent between the two of us that trying to get a good 1 MOA group isn't necessarily possible. Though I highly doubt that you'd be able to do that with a 22 LR revolver. So, the cylinder is slightly shorter. It is unfluted. When you open the gate, you do not need to go to any sort of half-cock, and it spins freely in both directions. Some people tend to like this, some people don't. I personally don't, because I like to be able to click it over, and trying to find the hole to eject each cartridge. See right there? I accidentally just hit in between the cylinders. Don't really have that problem with the 1873. The Ruger Wrangler is about half the price, though. With that, you do get an all-steel construction, but sources say that this is cast, but Ruger has been doing cast for a very long time, so they are very good at it. It's overall a very good firearm, and I do in fact like it. It's pretty good for the money, but for the Uberti, I'm a huge Uberti fan, and I'm honestly surprised that I wasn't the one that bought this, and Saul, being the more Ruger fan, ended up with this guy. Funny how that works out, but I think that I'm going to be investing in one of these, especially the 12-shot model, as I feel like it's a lot better of a firearm, feels a lot better, and overall performs a lot better. Though, for double the price, I would certainly hope so. I feel like this is a much more faithful recreation of maybe like a Colt Lightning or even just a regular Cattleman, even though it is 22 instead of, say, 4440 or 45 Colt. Personally, I don't dislike either of them, but I definitely prefer this one over this one. And that's pretty much what it boils down to. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.